We are recording. We're recording. I'm hoping his recording sound as well.
On this episode, I show you my helmet.
The tricarbonate.
I cut a helmet to pieces. And I remove toilet paper from off my bed.
Yeah, I know a lot of people do like it. We need to put it off the bed. Anyway, as you can see, I have 3 helmets laid in front of me. I've got 2 K-Bergs and 1 Nitro. And at the end of this, or actually part of the way through this, unfortunately one of these helmets was going to sacrifice himself, all in the greater good of knowing what helmets are all about. But helmets, they're all the same, aren't they? These helmets, they're all the same. Although they're different manufacturers, they're all the same, aren't they? Or are they? That's the very much question. Now, as you can see, I'm on with the helmet cam, and, which you can probably see my reflection in there. Anyway, but let's start with the middle one. This is a Nitro, and it's an NG MP Nitro helmet. Now, this looks like a normal full-face helmet, but in fact it's not. It's actually a modular helmet. Modular in the respect of that it has a flip front which comes up, and I tried to use this first off for my vlogging, but as you can imagine, with the flip front it made a bit of it impossible, really. Although that has actually stuck on there quite well, it doesn't stick on very, it's not flush, and I wouldn't like to attempt it, to be quite honest with you. Anyway, this is a flip front helmet. This one is a flip front helmet. He says putting his teeth back in, but it has a little kind of party trick in the respect of that it actually goes all the way around, so it can actually turn into an open face. So that's why it's a modular. So you can actually ride with it like this in the back, with it at the back. Now, contrary to popular belief, riding with your helmet up like this is not against the law, because if that was the case, that would mean open-faced helmets were illegal and you couldn't ride an open-faced helmet. So, we shall progress. So, on this one, we have, obviously, the standard thing. So, it's a flip front helmet, which locks into place like so. We have the usual visor. Now, this has pin lock, right, which I don't know if you can see, but there's some little tabs here, and inside the visor there is a just here there is a extra layer. It's a pin lock system. It's to stop it from steaming up, which is just inside there. I don't know if you can see that. I'll bring it closely. You might be able to see that. Now this one's slightly tinted, this one is, and if you can see the visor's completely scratched to high heaven. So there we go. Visor, pin lock. This one doesn't have a pin lock because this one is an old helmet. Most of these, actually that's the oldest helmet out of all 3, and what I do tend to do is I tend to buy a helmet and I usually keep it for the length of time in the manufacturer's warranty, and then I will change it. So if the warranty is 5 years, I will change it after 5 years. I always change it after the warranty runs out, but I always keep it just in case something happens to my new helmet and I need a spare. That's the way I work on it. Helmets do have a life. They do have a life, and the life usually is the length of time of the warranty, purely because they are kept in a very dark, cool, secure place after manufacturing, after they've been made, and it's when they go into the sunlight that things start happening to them. Now these 3 helmets are all made of a polycarbonate material. You can also get thermoplastic material, Kevlar, carbon fibre, or a mixture of carbon fibre, Kevlar and polycarbonate. Now, let's talk about sticking things to helmets as well while we're at it, because obviously I've got stickers on there and I've stuck something to the front of this helmet here. Blah, blah, blah. Oh no, you shouldn't stick anything to a helmet. Haha, that's where you're wrong, unless it's a thermoplastic helmet. If it's polycarbonate, if it's Kevlar, if it's carbon fibre, if it's a mixture or tricomposite, which is usually the 3, carbon, Kevlar and polycarbonate, then yes, you can stick things to the helmet. It's not going to affect it. The only time it gets affected is if it's a thermoplastic, because obviously it's plastic and the adhesive can have an effect on the plastic itself. So if your helmet is polycarbonate, tricarbonate, Kevlar or carbon fibre, then you're fine with sticking things to it. Obviously I need to. So I'm always cautious when I'm buying it, and I very rarely buy a thermoplastic helmet, and thermoplastic helmets do tend to get affected by the sun a lot more than the other composites, as you can see. Now, there's not really much else that you can say. Obviously, they have the vents at the front, they have the vents at the top to allow the air to go through. The only other difference is if you look on the side, this has almost got a smooth side compared to this one. Now, this creates a hell of a lot of turbulence. It sticks out, if you can see, it sticks out a lot, and this creates a lot of turbulence, which is what you hear on my videos. And on this one, this is smoothed over, although it's got little kind of gaps. It's not too bad, but the problem is that the other side broke off, which is no good. So, each one has a micro adjustable strap, so it goes in, you lift it up, and out it comes. You can also adjust the strap with a buckle here to make it fit quite nicely. And of course, on the inside you have a nice little liner. There we go. You have your cheek pads, which that one's missing its cheek pads for some reason. And that's about it, really. Or is it? Well, that's what we're about to find out, because one of these helmets, as I said, is going to be chopped in half, so we can actually see what it's like to be constructed, or how it is constructed. And unfortunately, it's going to be this one. Purely this one, because when I bought this one, I was a rather fat bastard. And this now doesn't fit me anymore completely, even without although it's missing the chin guards, it's this bucket part here. It's so sloppy on my head, it is unreal. And this is actually the oldest out of all of them. Now, this is a medium size, which is 57 to 58. I do believe they're all the same size, although I've just measured my head and I think I should be in a small size. So the next time I go and look at a helmet, I think I will be looking at a smaller sized helmet. Now, with this one as well, is that I do tend to try and buy ones with this lovely gold sticker here, and this basically means that you can race it. You can use it on a racetrack, which is quite good. If it's passed an ACU test for racing, then it's a pretty decent helmet. I don't know if you get ACU stickers in the UK, in the USA, but in the UK, I always tend to go with one that has that. Modular flip-ups, though, won't ever have that, because you can't race with a modular flip-up helmet. For obvious reasons, because they do tend to break. So, what else? Yeah, I think that's basically all I can say, really, about the helmets. So, remember, they come in different sizes, so make sure you get the right size. Now, to measure it, you need to measure above your eyebrows, going down over your ears, to get the right size. And the helmet, when you put it on and you move it from side to side, shouldn't move independently to your head. So if you turn your head to the right, your helmet shouldn't be able to go to the left at the same time, because if it does, it's too loose and you need a bigger helmet. No, a smaller helmet, not a bigger helmet, a smaller helmet. And be very careful. A friend of mine bought a helmet, he got it fitted and everything, but it was actually too small and it actually cracked at the back, which is bizarre. It actually cracked at the back. So we are going to stop this video now, because we're going to go out and slice this helmet to pieces. I know it's a shame. It's a lovely looking helmet, but unfortunately, it's all for the greater good. I have no idea how this is going to work, or if it's going to work, but either way, we have a cutting tool, and we're going to see if we can cut this thing in half. I think that's enough. That's exactly what I wanted. So there we go. Look, I've destroyed it. Ugh, it's dirty. So let's take it inside and have a look, shall we? At what mess we've made. He says. I'm going to say one thing. I am shocked at how quickly my Dremel went through this thing, and B, I am shocked at how quickly my Dremel went through this thing, and I have now got a completely new respect for motorcycle helmets. So finally, you are going to get to see what is actually inside a motorcycle helmet. Well, this looks like it's a 2-shell construction, and when I mean 2 shells, we're going to move the nitro out the way, we're going to move the caberg out the way, and we're going to split this. We have 1 shell here, which forms the main helmet, which, to be quite honest with you, is quite flimsy to say the least, but then I just chopped it all the way through. And then we have this, which is the polystyrene bit, which forms the other shell. So really, all I'm relying on to protect my wonderful intelligence that I happen to have is some polystyrene and some polycarbonate plastic. And this generally that's it. This is what I'm relying on. I'm relying that the integrity of this helmet, because obviously that fits inside there like so, which is where my head fits. And if I have an accident, I'm relying on this and this to absorb as much impact as possible. Now, I don't know if you can see this. In fact, you know what? I might actually get my... I'm going to be even sad now. I'm going to go and get out my micrometer, because I'm interested to know how thick this shell actually is. Because if you can see, that it doesn't look very thick at all. As you see, this is how the chin strap's connected. It's connected onto where the visor is. I've deliberately chopped the visor in half. Now this is a dual screen visor, so it actually has another part. It has an internal sun visor which slides up inside, so there's space for that to go inside there as well, including this. Well, yes, so this... Oh, we can take the lining off this now, can't we? Look, there you go, the lining's off. And that's full of crap, and that's literally all that is. It is just polystyrene. Oh, I've got to say, it is quite strong. Oh, there we go. I've broken it now. Wow. All I can say is, if you ride a motorcycle without a helmet, you're insane. There's no two ways about it. After looking at this now, after chopping this to pieces and seeing what it is that protects my skull, and has protected my skull on more than one occasion, well, yeah, and that looks like that's just duct tape. Yep, that's duct taped onto there, which is the front vent. Wow, this is literally it. And this bit goes at the sides, where the chin bits connect to, which should be somewhere around here, like so. And then this bit fits on the front, and this is all polystyrene as well. This is, although actually, to be quite honest, this looks like a cardboard. No, it is polystyrene, but it's kind of, it's discoloured, so it's very old actually. It's very old. Yeah, wow. The first time ever you will catch me speechless. I think I should get my yeah. I think I am going to get my micron and work out how thick this actually is, because there's very little. Right, yeah. This is a first, guys. This is a first. You have got me you've caught me speechless, because I truly never expected to see this when I split this helmet apart. I expected to see more than this. I expected to see at least a few layers of protection, and this is a polycarbonate. Now, I always go by Sharp. If I'm buying a new helmet, I will always go by the Sharp rating. I will link Sharp. It's a helmet testing facility. It's an independent helmet testing facility within the UK, set up by the government, and it gives a star rating on the performance of these helmets. Now, if I remember rightly, that and this helmet are all rated 3 stars. I will never buy a helmet less than 3 stars. Bearing in mind that one of the Schuberths is rated at 2 stars, this is, well, yeah, this is the 3-star helmet, the Schuberth, and this, bearing in mind, this helmet's less than £100. This one's less than £100. That one's less. That one's £100. That one was 175. And to say that these have all got a higher Sharp rating, and I'm not going to go into Sharp rating. I know a lot of people don't like it. I know a lot of people do like it. So I'm going to use some toilet roll off the bed. And each to their own. I suggest you look at it and make your own decisions as to what you think is good or bad. I like it, and the way that it explains it on the video as to how it actually works, it's a very good explanation. It really is. And it does explain what they go through in order to test a helmet and how it is rated. I will leave that up to your own decision if you want to use it, but it's something I use personally myself. And as I said, this is a 3-star helmet. This is a 3-star protected helmet, which means that in the event of an accident, it's going to protect me quite well. But then looking at that, I'm amazed, especially in this day and age with technology. I'm going to be very cautious in my next helmet, and when I get my next helmet, I'm going to be interested. I'm going to keep this helmet, and when I get my next new helmet, we're going to do the same to that one. That nitro is going to go under the knife as well, and we are going to compare the two helmets and see how and if they are of the same type of construction. But I'm going to leave it here because I am generally shocked and speechless. Guys, I do hope you like this video. I hope it's been entertaining and, well, informative more than anything else. I hope you realise now what it is we put our faith into when it comes to protecting our intelligence, as in our brains. And I hope that people that view this will realise not to ride a motorcycle without a helmet, and when choosing a helmet, be very cautious of what helmet you buy. And don't forget, give this a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to turn on your notifications, which is somewhere up there in the corner, and you can leave a comment down in the description. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me if you want me to do the same to that one so we can compare it. I will definitely keep these. I will put these somewhere safe, and I will definitely keep these, and I will compare it against that one there. Tell me what you use to choose your helmets and how you go about choosing your helmets, and if you've had any issues with helmets and your stories about helmets. And I will catch you on Wednesday with another video. Don't forget you can stalk me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and tweet me at Nige-Rider. And I will catch you all later. Cheerio!